Hello and welcome to 0 to 60. I'm Andrew Wilkes and as always joined by Richard Fielding.
In episode 1 we drove the Mini and also the Mazda MPV. And on today's episode I'm going to convince Andrew Wilkes if a 10-year-old MPV is any good.
So today Richard Fielding has brought along this metallic blue turd for us to test drive. Why don't you tell everyone about it?
This is a Mercedes 180 diesel. It's the B class, so it's an MPV, classified as an MPV. Let's have a look around it.
Shall I drive first?
Let's go.
Right, let's give it a drive. Now, as a professional tester of automobiles, I will give this an honest opinion because you know I'm open-minded to new things like MPVs.
Yes, like you are with cleaning your car.
Ooh, hello. Right, and we're off. So, this is the B180 B Class, the 1.5. It does come in the 1.8 turbo diesel as well. It's the 1.5 front wheel drive, and I think I've run out of interesting things to say about it already.
I think you're being a bit harsh. I think Mercedes have built a really good all-round MPV here. It's comfortable. It's got plenty of room. I mean, the back seats. I mean, even a man of your size, you don't need to be shoehorned in like the Mini.
True.
So I think it's a great all-rounder. It's quiet. For a car that's 10, 11 years old, it's quiet.
Well, let's give it another drive. So another sunny day, really good. Should we give the aircon a test to start with? Because it's really warm actually, isn't it?
Just when you go, it doesn't work.
Let's find out. We brought the car. So for this test, there's a few things we want to try here. We want to test the speed, test how it holds the speed, test the handling around some corners, all of the tech. There's quite a lot of stuff on the dash and the steering wheel here, so we'll go through that, and also the room as well, because this is really a family car, isn't it?
It is, and I know that viewers will be going, how many bags of shopping can you get in the boot? Because my missus has got a Mini, and you only can get 3 bags of shopping in that boot. As this, I would hope you can get a couple of cases if you're going on holiday, because ultimately that's what most people use their vehicles for.
Yeah, good test. How much room is there? Rear seats, boot, we'll test all of that as well. First thing, let's get up to speed and see how that does actually. So, builds speed pretty well, I think, agree?
Yeah.
Quiet, doesn't seem to struggle. It is the 1.5 turbo diesel engine. The 1.8 is more common actually, but the 1.5 gives you the lower fuel efficiency, less horsepower obviously, cheaper road tax, very cheap road tax for this. Although, with this model, you do still need to pay for the congestion charges in Birmingham and London.
Right.
You would also need to pay for ULEZ as well, so it doesn't meet that. So there are still some costs with it, but overall, a pretty good fuel efficient car. I think it's over 60 miles per gallon this actually, so not bad on fuel efficiency either. Quite a lot of features that come on this car actually. We've got the infotainment screen there that you can play the radio, CDs, or link your phone through Bluetooth. 6-speed manual gearbox, aircon, which is working absolute treat at the moment. Lots of controls on the steering wheel as well, that's nice. Automatic windscreen wipers, automatic headlights, everything's electric. So quite a lot of features that come on this actually. I'm quite impressed.
I'm not really surprised though, Andrew, that you are impressed, because I think this is a fantastic all-rounder. As I stated before, this is a great MPV.
I will agree that if you're going to buy an MPV, if you need that family car, this is a prestige model. This is a Mercedes. It's got loads of room, loads of stuff that comes with it. It's not a bad buy actually. Okay, and we're approaching a corner here, bend in the road, so let's see how it does at speed. And round we go. Oh dear, that does lean a lot actually, doesn't it?
I almost slipped out my seat then, to be quite honest.
If the car leant any more there, the wing mirrors would have been rubbing on the tarmac.
One criticism, the seats don't have a great amount of support in the corners. They're a bit slippy. You know, I do like a seat to hold you in place.
It's probably not the market they designed it for, is it? About going around bends quickly.
Do you know if we're taking it around Brands Hatch or, you know, Silverstone?
I would not suggest taking this car.
I think it would be quite funny. Because you would wear the outside of the tyres out because the car leans that much.
So Mercedes have clearly designed this with a market in mind, haven't they? Which is the family car, it's the relaxing drive, the reliability. It's not for speeding around corners, it's not for taking bends quickly. It's for comfort and reliability, isn't it? And room as well.
I think from my point of view, my daughter now is 6.5, so we've got out of that child seat in the back.
Yeah.
But this would be fantastic for a family with, you know, young children, where you have to open the door. Have you got enough room to put them in a child seat? This car is brilliant in the back. It's really spacious. So I think thumbs up to Mercedes there.
Yeah, big doors, lots of room to open the doors, get in and out if there are child seats. That's really good. We'll look at that when we pull over in a minute.
Right guys, we've pulled over and here's the Mercedes. So on the front end, good looking motor, and yeah, quite an aggressive front end. I like it. Nice alloys, 10-spoke alloys, good paint colour, good all around car. Doors that aren't too big that you're going to have a problem in a parking space, good. As you can see, great space in the back. And my ultimate thing, let's have a look at the boot. Oh, impressive. I've got to say, you can definitely get your 4 cases in that for your holiday, and a pram, and maybe a child. So, yeah, impressive.
Yeah, so if you want to transport an animal or smuggle a mistress into your house after dark, there's plenty of room in there for a dog or a lover or a dog lover. In fact, I think there's probably enough room in there to get in with a colleague. Right, as you can see, plenty of room for the two of us. Everyone's feeling comfortable.
I'm glad you are.
Right, well, I really enjoyed that. So, let's shut this up and fancy a drive?
Yeah, let's go. So, I haven't driven a manual car, guys, in a very long time. Probably the last one was the Golf that we owned, and I've got to say, do I miss it? No.
Do you not?
No, I don't, mate. I think I am converted to automatics, but this has got a very nice, it's not got an aggressive bite point.
Yeah.
It's easy, gearbox is nice.
I love a manual car. And this has got the 6-speed in it, hasn't it? But I love the manual car, I love the gear changes, I love being part of the driving. Why would I drive an automatic car? You're not far off from getting a driver to do it for you.
And in all fairness, if I had enough money, I would have a driver.
Would you?
Absolutely. I'd be asleep in the back or drunk in the back. Yeah. Yet again, we've chosen some great roads, mate, to do some car reviews.
Great. And the weather.
And the weather is really with us today. So, I've got to say, not a lot of road noise. Not a lot of road noise at all. And that's one thing that I think Mercedes have done well. Great cars, great engineering. We're coming up to a corner at 20, and as you can see, there's a bit of lean. It's a bit wibbly, you know.
Oh, that didn't feel good.
No,
that felt like I was at sea there. That was leaning all over the place.
In a force 10 gale.
Yeah, that was not enjoyable as a passenger.
So we're going to go left, and I'm going to give it a little bit of beans. Let's see what this
107 horsepower does.
Horsepower. So, oh yeah.
Oh, it's really not moving, is it?
I mean, it goes to 4.5, but really after 3.5 there is no more go.
I don't think the turbo in this has got a lot of power, has it?
It doesn't have a lot of grunt, no.
And you mentioned about the road noise. There's not a lot of road noise actually, and we tested it on the motorway earlier, didn't we? It got up to 70, held 70 really easily. In fact, it held it in 5th, putting it in 6th just made it run really smoothly. Not a lot of road noise. Quite impressed actually.
Yeah, and you know, for a bigger vehicle, sometimes the brakes can be really sharp, but in this, smooth. And coming up, not really putting a lot of pressure down, and it's braking nicely.
It's all designed for comfort, isn't it? That's the point.
Our overall feelings about this B-Class MPV. Great on miles per gallon.
Yep.
Road tax is super cheap because we don't want to be paying for all the potholes.
Save money where you can.
Exactly. And spacious.
Really roomy actually. The boot, very, very good. Well built. It felt really well built. No wind noise. As a family car, pretty good.
The Germans, they know how to build a great car. They do. And yeah, overall, would I have one? Yes. But, viewers, have I converted Mr. Wilkes to purchase an MPV?
So that was the point of the test, wasn't it? Is am I converted to... As an MPV, I understand their place. They're family cars, they're reliable, they get people around, they can move large families around. Do I like them? Not really. They're not exciting enough. There's nothing sporty or exciting about the car, really. So MPVs, still not for me. That thing, that wobble as they went round the corner, I like to drive the car a bit faster than that, probably. So it didn't feel stable enough for me. As an MPV, I think it's a very good one, actually. But I think as a summary, then, if you like the Mercedes A Class, but want something that doesn't look as good, a little bit slower, doesn't handle as well, but has a big boot, get a 9-year-old B Class.
And I wonder if the B is for boot, because that's probably the only good thing in my mind with this vehicle. So it's got a good boot. I'm still an MPV, as you know, but...
It sounds like I've converted you the other way, actually.
In all fairness, viewers, I think I'm with Andrew on this one.
Yes.
He's won this argument. And back to the drawing board with another vehicle, I think.
Hope you enjoyed the video. See you again.
Take care.